Fortnite views are struggling on YouTube. One more 10 out of 10 performing video and I'm becoming a Roblox YouTuber. With someone adding, even Power looks to be becoming a Roblox channel. It basically already has. I've been racking my brain over the last few days trying to figure out what's going on. I had to chime into the discussion. If creators are serious about pivoting to a game like Roblox, why not invest in uefn instead? The model is already there, but what I've noticed is that Fortnite YouTubers do one uefn video on their map or someone else's and move on. Meanwhile, Roblox creators build to success through repetition, long-term content cycles, and that's how they grow. But this video isn't going to be about uefn and Roblox. It's about something more alarming for Fortnite content creators, and it has to do with the YouTube recommended system. Right now, YouTube hates Fortnite videos. When I first started reading through the comments of this tweet, there was a few Fortnite YouTubers I was really interested to see in the conversation. One of them being Crafty, known for his LEGO Fortnite content, but when I checked out his channel, because I see the odd video from him, I didn't see what I expected to see. So guys, something has changed. One of the biggest shifts in YouTube recently is around ad revenue. Specifically the update that allows mid-rolls on 8-minute videos down from the 10-minute video. Now that was good few years ago now. And you think this would mean that YouTubers could create shorter videos, right, and put mid-rolls on their videos and make more money, right? That might have been true a few years ago, but not anymore. YouTube is moving more and more towards a Netflix style model. They want binge watching, they want long form, episodic content, especially in gaming. Watch time retention and binge potential are more valuable to them than ever. And here's the issue, that model doesn't favour Fortnite right now. And if I'm being honest, I don't think Fortnite really suits that sort of narrative anyway, or probably ever. And that's why I was expecting longer vids from Crafty since he does LEGO Fortnite, but he's making below 8-minute videos, so I was surprised. Most Fortnite videos on big channels still fall between the 8 to probably 18-minute mark. That's solid for gameplay, but it doesn't feed the binge loop the way Minecraft, GTA roleplay, and even Roblox content can achieve. Other games are thriving with longer videos, storylines, compilations, and arcs. That's why I wrongly presumed Crafty would have longer videos because he does LEGO Fortnite and can sort of work off that 1 to 100 days sort of Minecraft content, or maybe build project. But currently how LEGO Fortnite is structurally, mechanically compared to Minecraft, maybe you just can't do that as consistently as Minecraft. So maybe it is a little bit more difficult to do a 1 to 100 day LEGO Fortnite video. People say, oh, YouTubers are just adding mid-rolls to make more money. I mean, they probably are, but honestly, it's not just about that. It's also about how YouTube is programmed to push these longer videos, and Fortnite isn't matching the format they now reward. The only Fortnite series I have seen recently perform well with much longer run times and more virality, even for upcoming YouTubers, is something like Bronze to Unreal. Most of those videos are 25 to 50 minutes and some even go past the hour mark. That kind of content is rare in Fortnite, one of the only types of content that seem to be working right now for collective big YouTubers and more upcoming YouTubers. Okay, let's look at one of these YouTubers here. This is Real Facts. He does controller settings and sensitivity stuff, low graphics, a bit of ASMR here and there, but he is still doing the 8-minute, 9-minute video, but he is leveraging them views against the longer formed videos as well. 51 minutes, 500,000 views, 1.4 million views, an hour and 9 minutes, 1 million views, an hour video, 2 million views 8 months ago, 45 minutes. You know what, I feel like throwing some stupid long gameplay at the end of this video, or a full-on compilation of my storyline takes, just to push it past the 2-hour mark. Why? To prove a point, because the biggest issue in Fortnite content and YouTube content in general is the explosion of TV views, and your 4 to 8 to 12 minute videos, that's not what those viewers are looking for. On my channel, 43% of the watch time comes from TV viewers. That's nearly half my audience watching YouTube like it's Netflix. I've had shorter videos that have performed well, like this one here. It got a solid number, but it was a 5-minute upload. Mobile viewers were there, and yeah. We also have a large TV audience, but not quite. For my longer videos that performed really well, like this video here, 30,000 views, the watch time was smashed by the TV audience almost every time. Now, these are over 8 minutes long and shorter than 20 minutes. I can't help but think, if there was a concise decision to do longer videos, would we all be doing better? Of course, this has been my mindset for a while. If I get a video past 5 minutes and a half, I normally would look to try and extend the video past 8 minutes. Not because I'm trying to stretch the video out to get mid-rolls to make more money. I want this video to do well. And it's not normally going to do as well as if it was a longer form video. And now I go back to the point of how Fortnite is structured at the moment and how the gameplay is. Doesn't allow you to push past 30 minutes at this point. So my videos now are between 10 and 25 minutes, and their TV retention is around 60 to 58% watch time. If I'm not doing that length of video and TV viewers are not being shown these 5 to 4 minute videos, what am I doing if they're pulling the most views? I would be stupid to make videos under 8 minutes. Actually, I'd be stupid to make videos under 20 minutes, but we'll get into that later in the video. Because if you're on telly, are you going to watch a video that's 5 minutes long, or 25 minutes long, or even an hour? I know which one I'm picking. YouTube is like, oh, that's a 30-minute video. They're going to love it. So think about it. If the biggest audience is TV, and I'm only doing short videos, and by short I mean 5 to 10 minutes, I'm basically cutting off half my audience. So that's going to be difficult for me to grow, because those people, they're not watching YouTube for 5-minute clips, because that's what they are nowadays, clips. They want long form bingeable stuff, and when I do shorter content, even if it's great, I'm barely going to be pulling the figures, because YouTube is like, this is a great performing video, but only for mobile and desktops, not for your TV audience, so we're not pushing it to them. So yeah, maybe I should start making 2-hour Fortnite videos, not because the content demands it, but because the YouTube does. Because the TV audience wants it, and because shorter videos, even when they're good, might just not be enough anymore, the 12 to 8 minute videos. I had been thinking about this issue for a few days, but it was a bit thin on the ground script-wise until I came across this video on my recommended from Barry. Why are Minecraft videos 3 hours long? At first I was just casually watching, but it kept going. I started thinking, yo, this might actually be what's killing Fortnite content on YouTube at the moment. What Barry points out in the video is why Minecraft content creators are pushing for these more longer videos, 3 to 2 hours. Because when they do shorter videos, they don't perform. People want longer videos to watch, but unfortunately Fortnite doesn't really cater for that currently. Now literally 3-hour Minecraft videos pulling 20 to 30 million views and making creators hundreds of thousands of dollars per upload. And they're not random live streams, they're fully edited piece of content. I mean, with some gaps. That's when it hit me, it's not just a Minecraft thing. This might actually be a YouTube thing, across the gaming sector. YouTube is clearly pushing long form videos now. Not just 10 to 15 minutes like back in the day, we're talking 30 minutes, an hour, or even 3 hours. And Fortnite, it just doesn't naturally fit in that format. It doesn't go in that mold. So what's happening? YouTubers get stuck in this weird middle ground, still making 8 to 15 minute videos, trying to play the old game, while YouTube is rewarding a completely different one. Short videos, they can still work. Short videos are great for discovery and will appeal to your mobile and maybe desktop audience and maybe tablet, but not probably half of your TV audience won't even come across that content. By making short form videos, you are cutting off quite a large discoverability element about the video. We're in a strange moment where viewers seem to only want two things: ultra condensed short form content with rapid fire editing and dopamine hits, or long form bingeable background content like those Minecraft movies that run for 2 to 3 hours, where the pacing barely matters because it's more about the vibe and the narrative. And Fortnite, it doesn't easily fit either of those extremes. And maybe you need to see the 4 sectors of your audience: TV, mobile, tablet and computer. What sort of content do you want to make, and which viewers do you want to cater for? The computer, tablet, mobile, TV. And if it's TV and you're still pulling freaking 15 to 10 minute videos, then YouTube are going to basically, in this current climate, are going to laugh at your face and go yeah, can we not put 16 mid-rolls in this video? And for Fortnite, I mean, the only thing that people are doing are making content about new weapon has been added to the game. When these Minecraft streamers, Roblox streamers seem to be creating story arcs with their mates or with a new story, I feel like they're not being lazy. I don't want to say they're being lazy, they're working hard, but unfortunately, it's just not a thing anymore. I think there's stuff you can do in Fortnite that will work great, like the bronze to rank, and maybe if you played 100 Blitz games in a row and tell a story about that and work on your arcs and your storytelling. When I say storyline, I'm not talking about the Fortnite storyline, I'm talking about storyline in general in the videos. A watchability factor, A content creator I've noticed recently who's just been gaining and gaining the subs because I think the formula works really well is Tyler Fries. He literally does Fortnite tier lists essentially, and I've been following him for a while, and I also took my eye off his subscriber count because he was at like 30,000, and then I've watched videos but I haven't checked his subscriber count for a while. From May 31st 2024, 6,500 subscribers, he's now on 91,000 within a year because his videos are just there to be binged at any time. They're always evergreen and they're always relevant. Or you just make another tier list, but the other one will still be pretty much relevant even if another gun gets added. And currently looking at Fortnite content across the board, I think we as content creators are making it extremely hard for ourselves to garner that sort of evergreen or content that is watchable past a certain point. Let's go to Lachlan because he's the guy that pretty much essentially started this video. So his most recent videos are, I can't stop until I win every mode. Cool. 324,000 views. A very good number. But I'm pretty sure Lachlan probably thinks a good video is 1 million views. Can I break the hardest Fortnite record? I believe the premise of the video is him playing Fortnite at the same time on 8 different setups. I think this video for evergreen, I think it will always be relevant regardless of the season. That will probably trickle over 1 million eventually, maybe even 2 mil. How can I get the most achievements in 1 hour? See, this is the video that you need to be aiming for to make a longer video, but I just don't think the narrative is intriguing enough to watch. I've seen a couple of these achievement videos do really well, but unfortunately I do believe it's a pretty short shelf life. Probably if you did that video again in another year, it might pop off. Now, one that stands out and probably kind of taken from Tyler Fry's sort of content is I found every rare weapon in Fortnite 1.7 million. I presume the premise of the video is playing Reload and Blitz to get weapons that you can't get in main BR. That's a pretty cool concept. Actually, do we give it a watch for 2 seconds to see if that's the case?
Fortnite has released more than 100 mythic and exotic items, which are some of the best and most sought-after weapons in the game. And Fortnite Reload has brought back to I want to obtain.
That is it. Did you do this video before Blitzen? Because that would have gave him more. Oh, 1 month ago, yes. Okay, never mind. Well, when did Blitz come out? June 7th? June? Okay, editing, and he probably just missed out on that. But funny enough, that has a really good narrative. It's 37 minutes long, and it's got 1.7 million views. Now, if he had added Blitz to this video, again, I'm going off of dates, I'm pretty sure Blitz wasn't in the game at this point, he could have made this video maybe an hour long, and we might be talking stupid views. Here's the thing, you also got to consider, is Fortnite viewers catered to watch videos like that? Like, you expect it from a Minecraft video, GTA roleplay maybe, Roblox, possibly. But for Fortnite, are we too familiar with the 8 to 15 minute mark videos? And YouTube is going to leave us behind. But the most important people to ask would have probably been the people that would have left this video in the first 30 seconds. But for you guys who are still watching this video, you're currently 12 minutes in. Hello, I hope you're doing well. I know everything about you. I know you're currently watching on the TV. I know you're currently also on your phone scrolling Twitter. But before you say, no, Jay, I'm on the phone. If you are on the phone, you're watching YouTube on your telly as well. Ha, got you. But the reason I said about the people that left the video is I think most people, if you ask them, do you prefer to watch 10 to 20 minute videos, 30 to 40 minute videos, or above an hour? I think many people will try and go, oh yeah, 20 minutes is fine. But if you look within yourself hard enough, do you always probably find yourself watching this silly hour video about some crazy bit of Minecraft lore or Fortnite lore? And when I say Fortnite lore, again, I'm not talking storyline, just, I know I'm a storyline content creator. I mean, here's the truth about Booga's 2019 World Cup win that you won't believe, and it's like an hour and a half documentary, and you're like, okay, I'm going to watch this. That sort of deep lore. But I surmise you'll always probably find yourself watching one of those types of videos, because YouTube is 100% pushing it. Let me just go to my homepage, and you can probably do the same as well, unless you're obviously on the TV. Look in, I have a 21-minute video, an ISO speed live stream, an hour and 4-minute video of Winter reacting to Fortnite content, an 8-minute video, a 43-minute video, 33-minute video, an upcoming live stream, a 10-minute video, 11-minute video, an hour video, a 9-minute video, and a 25-minute video. And then I've got a decision to make here, because I'm on desktop, which video am I being drawn to? Which video am I going to pick here? It is a tough choice. I'd probably pick. Yeah, I'm not even intrigued by the shorter videos, if I'm being honest. Like Power Reveal. That's a video I've already seen. That 9 minutes. How did you make a freaking house reveal 9 minutes long? That's a mistake. I mean, I started watching this. I'd probably go with how Nick Giovanni cracked YouTube, or maybe watch the ISO Speed live stream. And that's something else we can actually discuss. Even though Fortnite views are down, for Fortnite live streams on YouTube, I don't think I've noticed any sort of drop off in viewership with the majority of content creators I watch. Obviously, live streams are more for core audiences, but it's not like the core audience have moved from them channels, so to say. But there is definitely a point to be made that Fortnite views are not essentially struggling here. But what is struggling is the 10 to 8 minute format. Yes, I'm not gonna lie, people will still get views doing them types of videos. But what I'm saying, are we wasting our times not trying to somehow formulate and construct a longer video? Because looking at everything, it is the longer videos that are getting more views. I mean, look here, and there's a Ninja Reacts to Cypher PK explaining why Fortnite is going down here. Okay, that's actually a reaction, but that's got 325,000 views. If you look at daily clips, that's probably one of their most performing videos. Yeah, an 8-minute video, 37k. 36-minute video, 250,000. 4-minute video, 13k. 2-minute video. Why are you posting 2-minute videos? 2-minute videos. It's just not the format. I mean, this style of clips, I feel like they have to be to a point, either have some crazy virality or be under about 1.5 minutes. I feel we'll be stretching to 2.5 or 3 minutes. Also, I noticed I was on a home page, so at least let's be on the gaming page, I presume. Trust a video like this to come at 1.6 million views. 5 years ago, it's Tfue. That doesn't count. Again, most that's being pushed to me is 15 to 20 minutes, but obviously this is kind of my recommended if it's gaming, isn't it? I'm not entirely sure. See, that's a short video, but it's a virality. Really interesting concept. See, this is where Fortnite starts to struggle, just being a BR essentially. Like, there's not many narratives and stories and things you can do with that. Like, you got to do this and think completely outside a box, or grab a box of Lego and build some Lego. You know what? I know it's an 8-minute video, but I'm kind of intrigued. So, okay, maybe I'll pick the 8-minute video. Maybe I'm chatting absolute rubbish. God, YouTube, like, gaming section is really weird, to be fair. Like, what is coming up here? Maybe my recommended is kind of confused what to push me. You know what? Maybe I'm just overwhelmed. Or no, maybe there's another point where I think this kind of looks cleaner on the TV, if I'm being honest. Okay, this is interesting. So Mao has become Mao Movies. Maybe he's noticed something. So this is his old channel, right? Is this new? So yeah, this is Mao, but it's become Mao Movies. And all his videos are now an hour long. So I wish YouTube is so unreal. It's an hour, 30-minute video. And obviously it doesn't really matter at this point if it gets lower views, because all you need is that one video to perform better, and you're getting quadruple the money. What are the chances of me coming across? Because actually, I watched this video today, and I was going to bring it up in this video, but I didn't know he's had a complete rebrand, and is now trying to cater to this longer formed videos, because maybe his shorter videos completely started to tank. And then he maybe did a longer form video and realised maybe he's rebranded a channel. I saw a video from 5 years ago and wrongly presumed that might be his main channel. So that isn't his main channel. Okay.
I am currently in bronze.
Okay, so he's half noticed that this may be a thing. Because to be fair, they're performing pretty similar. I mean, I didn't realise this isn't his main channel. I should have looked at the subscribers. I'm just being stupid. So he's obviously doing, as I said, compilations maybe of content, or this may be different content, but I would go out on a limb and say at least like a 40,000 30,000 view video is probably making more than these 40-minute videos that hit 175,000 views. 175,000 views for a video, probably $600 maybe, when if you're looking at, well, this video, 174,000 views for an hour video. So when did he stop uploading again? Like a month ago. So maybe I'm not just chatting and there is some legitimacy to be doing movie. Okay, and that's why he's called it movies, because that's what Minecraft people do. They call it Minecraft movies. And because Fortnite YouTubers are still... Okay, actually, that's probably not a good thing now. Damn it. Minecraft SMP movie. 3 hours, 800. Oh, damn, that's probably their best performing video. Okay, don't count the videos that are 4 years ago. Different. See, what I'm also claiming as YouTube is a different breed now. Okay, we're looking for a year video, and I bet it will be 5 hours long or something silly. If I scroll past it, tell me. 1 year ago, I survived 1,000 days. The movie. Oh my god, yeah. You know what? I think we've hit the nail on the head as to why YouTube content Fortnite YouTube content is suffering, because people want to make 13-minute videos. So yeah, maybe the 13 to 8-minute video, maybe even on the 20-minute video era of YouTube is done. I'm not saying make a longer video. It is a struggle because of how Fortnite YouTube is. I would have struggled to do the content I'm doing and try and
Nick, what's the game called?
elongate some of these talking points. Ironically, this video will probably be my longest video, apart from the Reimagining the MCU in Fortnite Phase 1 video, which is 35 minutes long. Season 5 is 7 years old. You can't really extend that. Talk about Season 5 and talk about the Season 5 OG-ness coming up. I did a similar video to a Lachlan video, but I didn't actually see the Lachlan video. I completely did this video differently. Every time I win a game in Fortnite, the game gets longer, and he essentially did. I tried to win every game mode of Fortnite. So I don't know, Lachlan, try titling it to this video. It might get more views, but it hasn't done well on my channel, so do what you want with that. But yeah, definitely the longer form videos are performing better, and even if they're not performing as great, I feel like they would have performed worse than they were under 8 minutes. So we're definitely in a period of time where it's only probably going to get worse for content in general, that more people are going to make these 1 to 2 hour long videos. I'm kind of initially thinking, hear me out, GTA 6. Like, I'm already thinking, God, when that comes out, I'm going to be able to absolutely play that game to the end of the earth. And I'll be able to make an hour-long video just doing certain missions or messing around the game or doing this. And there's so much new content to come from it. And the first thing you should be doing is not doing a 12-minute playthrough of missions or whatever people do. You should be doing a full playthrough or just videos specifically trying to do tricks or something and make it ridiculously long and really take advantage of when that happens and when GTA 6 comes out. Obviously there could be a bigger game that comes out before then, but that's something you can pre-plan to. You know kind of what to expect in the GTA game. When a new game comes out, you're not really sure where the content's going to go, but with GTA roleplay, obviously we're going to have to wait for the PC version to come out, but of course there's more of an issue of ad friendliness with a game like GTA. I don't really know what the ad revenue in terms of the GTA game would be because it's 18 plus, but regardless, I still don't think it's anything to do with the revenue that can be made of these longer videos. I just think YouTube wants to keep you on the platform regardless whether you're making money or not, and the more videos you watch, the longer you're on the platform. So they're going to push a longer video regardless of if it's monetized or not. So even if you're a non-monetized channel, even though ads do play, you could be making GTA content and making some really long videos, hopefully interesting, intriguing, and has a narrative behind it, and hopefully you can pop off your channel like that. The reason why I'm even making this video is because I was really self-reflecting on my own content and thinking, wow, how do I replicate this in terms of Fortnite? Because it's not so much about the money that comes with it, because the money would be insane if you could gain that many views from that length of video, but it's also the views and engagement and subscribers and the possible virality of the video, which I'm more romanticizing, to be fair. It's the views that intrigue me and the watch time and the possibility to gain more engagement through that and more subscribers is what's interesting me with it. I'm like, oh my god, how can I replicate that in this channel? And it's hard. I will say again, it's hard with Fortnite content. Such a rigid mode, the main BR games. And now we have something like Blitz. And as I said earlier in a video, unless you turn it into like, I played Blitz for 100 games and it drove me insane, but you can't do that every week. Oh, here's Mr. JOY game with, I played 100 games in Blitz, but I did it blindfolded, or I played 100 games in Blitz, and but I did it with the screen turned off. But there needs to be narrative and story behind it, and it's such a struggle in BR to have that consistently. And with Minecraft, it is such the most easiest form of content. Let me rephrase that. Minecraft is such the easiest to mold to your content. in terms of storytelling, and if you want to involve mates, and if you want to build a house, build a village, build a city with your mates. I built a city with my mates and we went out to the pub or something. I built a city in Fortnite and we set up our own business. I build it. You can't do that in Fortnite. I meant Minecraft. But you see what I mean from that one little bit, like, and that's what I mentioned in the first part of the video, why these rich millionaire Fortnite YouTubers, why aren't they paying UEFN map creators to build out their content through these maps? But it's because expensive and they're still getting views by going the easy route and just doing freaking update content. And I'm not hating on that, I'm just pointing it out. Exactly with Cypher PK's map that he created. He did one video on it. When I played Fortnite with my mates and you can get Courage and Ninja and that sort of people to play Meme Royale. I played Meme Royale, but I did the memes in real life and then just keep going from there. And then people will say, yeah, but I don't want to make that content. But if you're talking about Roblox being successful, there are literally game modes that you can create within the UEFN space. So why don't creators do that and push their audience to that sort of content, to expect that sort of content? Because with the Roblox content, you have that sort of creative storyline different to the very structured Battle Royale content we have. I've got to win the game with this item and we do silly challenge, which has been done thousands of times. With different games you can create that narrative. And that's what UEFN is for. So I feel like it's a bit rich when creators say, well, look at this cool Roblox game, look at Grow Your Garden, look at how successful it is, when you have the ability to do that in Fortnite. Now, obviously, Roblox has been around for longer, and you could argue, well, just play Roblox, why did Fortnite ever do UEFN? But that's why, because they saw this shift in content well before it happened, and it is happening. Now, people are expecting more story-driven content, which in a very rigid Battle Royale formula is very difficult to sustain long-term. Yes, it will go through dips, and I will guarantee it will go back up. But through these dips, you can pivot to this sort of content. Okay, so Cypher PK has literally done one video on his Go Garden. And it's like, okay, at the moment, there's 2,500 people playing it with a 6,190 peak for a 24-hour peak. All-time peak 27 days ago with 21,000, which is some good numbers. It's making 2 to 90 quid a day. It's already made, all-time, it's made between 66 and $248,000, which probably tells you everything you need to know. You're probably very happy with the returns currently, and you have no need to push the map further than what it is now, which is probably very differently to how you think to your Fortnite videos. You're like, how can I utilize every sort of inch of this video to get more views? The thumbnail, the title, everything, the intro, to the explanations, to this. But for a Fortnite map, it's like, well, this team came to me, I didn't really have anything to do with it, so don't blame me if anything goes wrong with it. But less than that, breathe. Of course, Meme Royale, his team did, but for Go Garden, that was their third party. Maybe even they had the same care and attention, you never know. I'm not saying that Fortnite UEFN needs an extreme push from content creators, but if they're creating maps and they're only doing the bare minimum in terms of creating content around that map, then there isn't a lot of content within that map in the first place. If you're complaining about Fortnite itself having content and you can't facilitate the same when you're producing said maps as well, and you can't create content on the said map, it's an uphill struggle, yes? Okay, so there's a couple points that this video is highlighting. YouTube recommended seems to be pushing longer videos, and the TV audience seems to be king of that platform currently. So they like the longer videos, and that's where the most of the money is. Fortnite content creators are complaining that their video performances are lower, 10 out of 10s, but they're still producing content around the 8 to 15 minute mark. They're also creating content with the same generic story arcs in it. I grabbed a gun in Fortnite, can I grab a win with this? The new item, let's do this. And I believe Fortnite is in a great position gameplay wise. The unfortunate thing about the content is that YouTube is moving away from that sort of video structure. If there was a Battle Royale where you could build a house and then do something else, kind of like, I guess, a Rust type game, but somehow develop into an open world game. Like for me, Fortnite needs Lego Odyssey, but actually as the Fortnite characters. Now, someone's going to say, that's basically Save the World. I think Save the World is close, but it definitely needs reworking and restructuring to better represent a Minecraft / Rust sort of style to create no storylines within a game, to be able to make videos what YouTube wants within the 25 to an hour and a half format. That isn't you're trying to do the entire Fortnite storyline, or bronze versus reload, or sorry, bronze to Unreal reload type thing, or battle royale or blitz. Of course, in the Fortnite space, these videos work very well as longer videos, but we can't keep making them all season round. So we will have to explore other alternatives if YouTube is pushing this longer content, because a battle royale gameplay won't be good enough for 30 to 40 to an hour videos. And I was chatting to Litzy yesterday, and we didn't really talk about this, but it was interesting what he was saying about what Fortnite should have been. Fortnite was originally you had to survive for 2 weeks or something like that. I don't know how true that was. That's just what we were talking about. And to be fair, a battle royale where you have to survive for 7 or 14 days within game from PvP and actual real enemies creates narratives. Now, yes, that's a battle royale, but I'm talking about adding other stuff and really flushing out the game mode. Obviously, I've literally just thought this, so you know. Now, I hope you can understand why Fortnite were so invested in the metaverse, because they saw this coming. I'm not saying that creators make or break Fortnite, but it does help the sort of overall social narrative of Fortnite. If the content creators are failing, Fortnite is failing. Apparently there was meant to be this extraction game mode, which I guess you could argue is Lego Expeditions, but if they could have something like Tarkov but in Fortnite, so with your friends you can create drama, narratives and tension, and I feel like that's what Fortnite videos are missing at the moment, a lot of that. See, this also doesn't help. When you search up Fortnite, shorts come up. You've got to filter them to videos, obviously. And it doesn't help, it's just taken over by TG players apparently. So this is a cutting edge of Fortnite content. Or no, looking at it, 30 minutes, 12 minutes, 15 minutes, 113,000 views, 29 minutes, 25 minutes. Have we got like a low timer view one here? 9 minutes, 65k views. Okay, let's have a look at power. That's where the video sort of started. And of course they are doing Grow Your Garden Roblox. That Grow Your Garden video's got 1.5 million views, 25 minutes. And then the rest of these Fortnite videos are between 20 and 10 minutes. See, Fortnite Icons Race on Real 1.8 million video. So there's definitely this issue where only a few formats are really being sucked up by the YouTube algorithm and being pushed to more audiences. I definitely feel like, here we go. It's talking about views, and they're doing pretty alright. 1.5 million for this, and that's a 20-minute video. I feel like you're going to have to push the video times. I don't know how most creators are going to do that, but I feel like that's what YouTube wants. To have the video length anywhere between 20 minutes and 40 minutes. At one point in this video, I kind of said, from an audience perspective, you could argue that these YouTubers are trying to make more money, but actually, you could look at that in this instance the other way around. If they're seeing these numbers, why aren't they making longer videos? Why aren't they making 8-minute videos? Because it's easier. And they're still making good money. So if they wanted to make more money, they'd be making the longer videos. Not just constantly pumping out the short videos they are making. Which essentially altogether might make more money because they can do that more consistently. In this context, I'm talking views. And when you do a longer video, it gets more views. So as we load into this game of Blitz, as I contemplate my final thoughts, watch time, it's kind of fulfilling. It's kind of a good thing that, it's great that YouTube is pushing longer content. Although, why someone would want that sort of content, is it because it is generally background noise and they're not really listening in? That's why these Minecraft videos do so well, and that's why they can have these moments of silence and go unnoticed because it's like an hour and a half into the video. That might be the case. Or maybe people are more looking forward and looking for content that is a bit more fulfilling. Anyway, Merry Christmas. Creator code MRJOY in the Fortnite item shop if you are buying any of these skins like Nog Ops, Jolly Jumper, Mariah Carey bundle. All I want for Christmas. Let's not do a close to 40-minute video and get copyrighted at the last moment. Damn, we were so close. Oh my god. And maybe it does have something to do with people wanting to have more educational content and experience more conversational content as well, and actually get more from a video than just a random old gameplay and that is generic. And they actually want to, you know, watch someone play rank reload, try and get from bronze to unreal, because they want to see that storyline play out. They want to see the pain, the anguish where it goes wrong and it looks like he's defeated and he's not going to win the game. And maybe I'm not going to win the game. And maybe they want stuff like that. Who knows? Oh! Okay, what the hell is happening here? Where's the shield bubbles, man? What did these bots immediately do with their shield bubbles? What I got here? Okay. So maybe the Fortnite audience wants a bit more storytelling. They want better made content. I'm not saying that people are making awful content, but they're making short content. And people want more content. They want to be sitting down on their sofas, they're watching TV, and they're expecting longer content. And obviously, an 8-minute video is probably fine if they're on the computer or on mobile, but YouTube's audiences seem to be mostly on TV, or maybe that's not the case, but the people on TV are watching so much more and for so much longer. So let's give them what they want and get some videos that are over 30 minutes. Because Fortnite isn't in a bad position at the moment. This is a really good quality season with Super, and Blitz is really enjoyable at the moment. And some really cool innovating things that Fortnite are doing. So let's kill this guy who's just... And Fortnite are doing some really cool innovating things. So they're not in a bad place. You know, people might be run down, but that's because they're trying to do the same content they've been doing for 5-7 years almost. I'm not saying that type of content when they're 50-minute videos are easy. It takes a long time to edit. There's so much time. And if they flop hard, and you feel it a lot harder than if a silly 8-minute video flops. Quick editing, you're done and dusted. It is hard, man. It's very hard. Damn it. Oh, I don't have any shield bubbles. This could be a really bad ending. Oh my god. Let's go! Holy! GG's. That's how it's done. I like to comment on anything happening in Fortnite, or sometimes I do other content. Other bits and pieces. You know, I don't think this is going to stop me making quick videos, because I want to talk about Fortnite adding possibly 6-player squads. It's really interesting, but it's not a half an hour discussion, is it? But I need to be self-aware, not to, like the guy we were talking about earlier, where he was using his longer form content to sort of work for his shorter form content and sort of act as an ignition to get more views and hopefully generate more views from them videos. Maybe we can do that here. I don't know. But guys, if you did enjoy this video, consider hitting the like button, subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe. This video took a long time to make, and I'm sure it took a long time to listen to as well. But guys, consider hitting the subscribe button. Till next time, has been your boy, Mr. JY. Till next time, bye-bye.